Hello, hello, and welcome to weekly UnPC. That is the ultimate no prep challenge. I am Thank Skeleton, aka Chris, your host to the weekly UnPC. I want to do this 52 times this week, every week. Successful so far. Welcome to the weekly no prep challenge. We're going to roll 3 tables, see who gets the GM, see what the tone/themes, and see what the setting is. That's me. I'm Chris. I'm the host. Let's go down the list and introduce ourselves.
I'm Pancake, returning after a bit of a hiatus, except for last week was pretty awesome. I'm excited to play with the spawner. I've watched all the UnPCs he's been in and been like, man, I got to play with that guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm the spawner, and feeling is mutual. I love Pancake's UnPC. He's been watching since the beginning of the year, so yeah, excited.
2 veterans together for the first time. Incredible. Yeah, awesome. Let's go ahead and start rolling. Spawner, can you roll a d20 for tone/themes?
Sure thing. I got a 1.
Gritty.
Gritty.
Realistic/danger. We got a setting number 9, submarine. Submarine. Interesting.
Gritty submarine.
All right. And I'm going to roll a d6. 1 and 2, me. 3 and 4, Pancake. 5 and 6, Spawner. Pancake.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Gritty submarine. What does that mean? Any ideas?
I know first instinct is to go like Cold War or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But I'm thinking more of like an exploratory submarine.
Mm-hmm.
Going deep down, maybe.
Gotcha.
Find something you don't expect. It's gritty, realistic.
Okay. Gritty.
What is it? 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or something like that?
Let's see. Are we? Do you think we can get out of the submarine? Is that the kind of story you want to tell, Pancake?
I'm not sure. I haven't thought much past what I just said.
Sure.
Like we would have like those, like some sort of I want to say spacesuit, but like a scuba suit or something. Or,
Yeah.
Depending on how far beneath the, how much pressure there is under the sea.
We could go like a little bit more advanced than modern technology. Like you've got access to some higher tech stuff.
Okay, we could. I mean, to make it sci-fi too. I mean, maybe if you want to do this, like we could do, like a submarine on an alien planet. You know, I mean, there's got to be so many water planets out there, and you can't. I don't know. Maybe you could explore in a spaceship, but maybe you have some sort of submarine that's there to explore.
Yeah, definitely. Have you guys seen The Abyss?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have not.
So that one they go down, and spoiler, there's aliens at the bottom of the Earth ocean.
This is on Earth. Yeah. I think it was like a James Cameron movie. That was where they had the water that was like alive, and yeah. And so like part of that is they had like the technology, the speculative technology to like survive at like Mariana's Trench pressures and such.
I kind of like the idea of being on an alien world.
Okay. Gotcha. Alien world. And
I'm just going to make a broad assumption that Chris and I will be characters aboard this submarine.
Yeah.
But what are we thinking is the purpose of the submarine? Like, are we there as on some sort of science mission? Is this a military mission? Is this strictly exploratory?
I would prefer like science / exploration, just because that gives us kind of like more flexibility, and I feel like it. But I mean, we could do military. The thing about military is that I feel that it makes the role play kind of hierarchical.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
We had that last time.
I'll do that for you, sir.
Yeah. Where it's like,
you sit in the chair and I'll go do the thing.
Blah blah blah. Where it's kind of like very realistic. Don't get me wrong, but like this is kind of like I feel like science. If we're scientists, we have kind of like more leeway to play like vulnerable characters or like crazy characters or what have you.
I like the scientific mission as well.
Okay, well, let me roll a character, and I'll try to come up with ideas based on that.
I will do the same.
I have a willful, charismatic sniper. Okay, I think I got an idea for a character. So, I'm a former roughneck from a off-world mining conglomerate, but the job's pretty dangerous, so I'm taking my skills elsewhere. So basically, I'm a blue-collar miner / geology guy, and that may or may not relate to the mission of the ship.
I'm going to go with someone in science. I think either a biologist or a botanist. Perhaps there to study any deep water organisms that may be on this planet.
Since we're going to be spending all of our time in it, more than likely, what is the submarine like? What's its character?
What's the character of the submarine?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just going to start ripping stuff off. I really like Soma. Have you guys played that?
Yes.
Where it's kind of like these dark industrial corridors and stuff. But there's also like this like future nanotech stuff. So it's kind of like a mixture where it's kind of like gritty and industrial and kind of like makes sense in our world. But then there's kind of like this layer of we stuck this future tech into it. So like the submarine has weird capabilities that are kind of like added on to a rather mundane shell that we're still inside. So I would say kind of like dirty and grounded, but yet then there's like different weird science shit that can do crazy shit on the submarine. So that's what my idea of what the submarine would be like.
Highly experimental.
Yeah, sure.
As though they strapped this brand new technology to a submarine they had lying around.
Right. Yeah, it would be kind of like, yeah, I like that idea, which is like the submarine frame is something that you would see 20th or 21st century on Earth, but the technology that's advanced is nothing to do with the hull and the body of the submarine. It's like other stuff they've added to the interior or to like mounted on the exterior.
Maybe as a bit of background behind all this, it's a bit of a race between two different factions to like explore this world. That's why you're in just a standard submarine and not a purpose-built one.
So we're working for like a company that is.
So my backstory is I formerly worked for a company, but I don't know what we're doing now.
Well, if there's a race, I would imagine that's what's driving that, but some sort of a race to discover something about. I mean, I have ideas, but I don't. I have thoughts about my own character, I guess, like why a biologist or would want to go. My thought was maybe this world has a high amount of oxygen, and it is maybe this world is mainly water, and there's some organisms that are in the water that are. It's increasing the amount of oxygen, is producing a lot of oxygen, and maybe I'm there to help study it, and it could help, we could bring it back to Earth or whatever, and help rejuvenate it or bring a habitable ecosystem back or something like that. And whoever does that, if we are, working for companies, that would be, whoever can do that and bring it back and patent it or fasten that, be the first to say it. We found this, we discovered this. That would be kind of a motivator to beat out some other faction.
What's the name of your vessel?
The Ulysses.
I think I'm ready.
Okay. So we're gonna go with we're looking for the microorganism. Does that work for? Oh my God! No, we lost him. Here we go. Raymond Foster, back from the dead.
Yep.
So we're doing microorganism. Pancake. Is that?
I think so. Looking for life on an alien world.
Okay.
Under the auspices of the Stanton Corporation.
Stanton Corporation.
Did you say Stanton?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me remove this thing. I'm ready to rumble. And you kick us off, Mr. Pancake.
Sorry. Aboard Aboard the Castaway, a spaceship sent to the outer reaches of the solar system. The Ulysses sits in its vehicle bay, being prepared to drop down on the small planetoid below. The communications officer, Marcus O'Leary, hands a briefing to Raymond Foster. The robots have cut a hole in the ice for you. I think everything is a go. Get you boys down there.
I grab the briefing and skim over it and look up, nod. Yeah, all right. Sounds good. I look back to the briefing, scanning over it.
I look over to Raymond. So these subs used to have a crew complement of 30, so we're gonna have a lot of space if it's gonna be just the two of us, just us and all the droids. You been in confined spaces?
I've been in my fair share of submarines, yes, but they were on Earth. This is my first time on an alien planet, to be honest.
Yeah, spending time in these tin cans, I don't know, you get used to it. We're gonna have I'm gonna have a whole bunk to myself. I'm gonna set up an exercise room. I'm gonna set up an entertainment room, and of course we can hang out, but I like to stick to myself generally. We don't want to get on each other's nerves.
Marcus steps back. The Solanto Corporation is only a couple days behind us. So, be safe, but get results.
All right.
I look up from my briefing. I understand the time importance here. I set down the briefing. What do we have to do next, Mr. Leary?
He sits back against the wall of the bulkhead of the starship, looking at the submarine. Well, I think next step is to get in that bad boy and drop him down.
So we're ready? Okay. Sounds great. I pick up the briefing and set it in a large satchel that I have. And I stand up, dressed in a science uniform, different pockets setting up going down the side. And I turn to the back of the room.
I absentmindedly zip up and down the zipper on my industrial jumpsuit. All right, we got the luggage. I begin to wheel out the two personal luggages, mine and Raymond's. All right, let's load these guys up. That the access door.
I throw a badge over a scanner and a door opens. I walk through it.
Marcus reaches out and grabs Raymond's shoulder, leans in close and whispers, "Between you and me, the ship has a fancy new oxygen generator, but I wouldn't rely too much on it. Your tank can hold enough for 2 days."
Got it. I think I remember seeing that in the briefing, but I appreciate you reminding me. I pull away and go out the door.
I follow, dragging both sets of luggage into the sub's entry bay. All right, last bit of fresh air for a while. Let's lay off the baked beans, huh? I start punching in the codes to shut the access door to the submarine. The servos fire as the door shuts.
I stand in the sub and start just looking up at the walls, noticing how cramped it is. Running my hand along the metal and some of the architecture that's hiding different wires and tubes and valves.
Marcus walks over to a control panel, setting down a large data pad, pushes a few buttons, sending the controls to the submarine. All right. It's all yours now.
All right. I stashed the two luggages in the entranceway. Let's head to the bridge. They've set it up for a lot of teleoperation, but there's manual overrides as well.
Yes, yeah, I read that in the briefing. I'm pretty sure we should be good. I mean, this thing basically runs on its own, right?
Yeah, I never trust the fucking droids.
Yeah, well, a lot of smart engineers worked on that. As I begin walking down a hallway towards the bridge.
At the airlock into the bridge, Stanton Corporation humanoid assistant stands at attention. Raymond Foster, the Ulysses is prepared and ready for you to take command. I am here to provide assistance whenever required.
All right, big man.
I smile and all right, great. Go ahead and let's get us going. We got a lot of research to do. Not a whole lot of time, especially with Salento behind us. So we got to make every minute count. Do you understand that?
Affirmative.
Great.
It turns and pushes a button, the airlock into the bridge cycles as it steps through.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start unpacking some of my stuff. I got something to show you, by the way. Something that's not really on the books, but something you might be interested in.
Oh,
I head
okay.
back to my luggage and wheel it into an empty chamber with a bunk on it. All right, I'm claiming this one.
I grab the other suitcase and roll it over to the other empty bunk. Well, I guess that leaves this one as mine.
Yeah.
At least I get the nice captain's chair.
Yeah, enjoy it. One of the perks. Ask one of those droids to move, and you can sit in those cushions as well. So I wanted to show you this. I unzip the front of my luggage and pull out a pack of cigarettes. So we're gonna be stuck in this thing. This is something you probably don't see planet side, but if we're in a situation where we can't be rescued, we may want to take a drag on one of these. They're laced with fast-acting cyanide. I know this is something that you Earthers not going to be used to, but like out in the belts, if you're in the little tin can and you're going to be stuck there for 12 days, no hope for rescue. This is something that people carry with them. So, yep.
A face of confusion washes over me. I take a step back. Okay, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Well, I'm always hoping. Let me tell you. But these are here if you need them.
Sure.
Over the loudspeakers. Decoupling commencing as a clunking sound echoes through the halls.
All right, here we go. I zip up my bag and walk into the hallway. Ooh, baby.
I follow behind Leon, watching him.
I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable with that talk. A lot of the belts are a different place. I don't think we're going to need those cigarettes. So,
yeah, no, I mean, I've had some training. I understand how different work environments can kind of change your priorities and outlook. So I understand, but hopefully this should be a pretty simple mission. We're not going any farther down than this sub can handle. So I don't think there's any. We have 2 days of oxygen. I really don't think there's too much to worry. Hopefully, there's nothing. This should be relaxing. Think of this as a vacation.
Yeah, well, this is basically my retirement, so I'm not. I don't want any excitement myself. But yeah, let's. I want to kind of sit down, strap myself in for the.
Yeah. Let's head over to the bridge.
Over the loudspeakers once again. Pilot oversight required to begin landing sequence.
It does everything, but I just have to tell it to. So yeah, I walk past Leon and continue approaching the bridge.
I follow.
Slide open through the bridge door, and sit down at a large V-shaped chair with a large plush leather vinyl seat. Sit down and all right, droid. Once Leon is sat down, we can go ahead and get out of here.
I approach the communications console and look down at the droid sitting there. You're in my seat, Mr. Bot. I want to sit here.
Does not respond.
These things don't have voice control? I attempt to pull it out of the chair.
The personal assistant droid turns over. I apologize. That model is not yet been activated. As it limply falls out of the chair.
All right. Well, I guess he'll when we need to talk on the communication console, we'll fire him up. But this one looks comfy. I adjust myself and fasten the seatbelts.
Light comes up on the communication console.
I press the button directly underneath the light.
This is Marcus, calling the Ulysses.
Ulysses, this is Flesh and Blood. Leon Pearson, your droid is currently unavailable.
Oh, I thought there was a bit of delay. How are you looking, boys?
I glance over to Raymond.
I look back at Leon, giving him a big thumbs up.
We're ready.
All right.
Ready to get underway.
I'm gonna keep my eye on you the whole way down. If something goes wrong, don't. I got your back. I can always pull the plug, eh?
I'm thrilled, boss.
I ain't your boss. I'm just a communications officer.
It's a turn of phrase.
Gonna want to start your landing sequence here soon. Might miss your opportunity.
All right. I glance over at the giant red lever directly in front of Raymond. That looks like it.
Oh, droid, can you go ahead and pull this lever for me? Get us initiated here.
Are you certain you wish me to pull that lever?
What happens if you pull this lever?
That is the emergency evacuation lever. It will detach the bridge from the rest of the submarine.
I was wrong. Sorry. Just to defer to the droids, honestly.
Droid, let's go ahead and initiate this. We gotta get in the water as soon as possible.
Initiating landing sequence. It turns, and it's the fingers of its right hands click open, revealing connectors that slots into the console in front of it as the submarine begins to shake. Its thrusters start pushing it down towards the planetoid.
I look out through the visor in the front and see a large cutout in the ice getting larger and larger.
All right. Let's
get ready for splashdown.
A little bit rougher than I used to, but I'm into it.
Beginning deceleration thrust as the turbulence suddenly shifts in the opposite direction.
All right.
Calmly readjust in my seat, holding my core tight to not move so much.
Touchdown in 10, 9, 8.
Here we go.
As the white surface of this rock is quickly coming closer, the magnitude of the hole that's been cut deep into this outer layer of ice.
Oh. My fingers dig into the armrest.
Brace for impact. Is leaning back into the chair as hard as I can.
2, 1, as it passes past the ice, but no impact is felt until 1,000 meters past the surface, when it finally into a layer of water.
Woo! All right. I pull down a sleeve and look at the tattoo I have of every planetesimal I've been on. All right, got a new spot.
I turn and look back at Leon, looking at all the markings on his arm. Oh, is that what are you keeping a tally there?
Yeah, look at this one. Ceres. We got Mars. Yeah, it's a lot of places. There's a couple asteroids here that are a little bit notable. Of course, the big one, Earth.
Yeah, that's I would just have that one, and of course this planet here, and that would be mine. That's really impressive.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just like keep a record of all the places you've been on your flesh. You'll never be without it. I got a tattooist in a little belter tin can out there that'll do it for me. But yeah, I recommend it. Let's I get to my feet and unbuckle my my chair.
I push up on my chair and stand up as well, gazing out at the window as some of the bubbles still from the impact of going through still kind of start to wash away over the shield, and see the darkness of the water in front of us.
I walk over to the geoscan console and look over the shoulder of a static, unmoving droid. All right, this little ice ball. I pull up the general information about the ice ball.
The general assistance droid turns over. Would you like me to activate the geological scanner droid?
I like to keep myself sharp, so I'll just do the manual overrides here. I start punching keys.
I continue standing, staring at the windshield, out the window with my arms behind my back, just looking in amazement.
Leon, roll.
Alien waters.
Sorry, 1 second. Failure.
Rough, but mostly flat terrain with only small divots, and then suddenly a circular hole going deep.
I glance at the top of the screen where it reads Europa, moon of Jupiter. All right, pretty beautiful spot. We got a tunnel going down. Listen, Raymond, when it comes to kind of like finding these little critters, you're the expert here. When we get to something that we need to drill through, I can activate the drilling module, but mostly I'm going to look to you.
I turn away from my daydream. Oh, sorry. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully it's just waters from here. We have to find somewhere where there should be living organisms. I suppose we could take a few samples now, but I don't think there's anything that some of the other exploratory unmanned missions wouldn't already have. But I guess it wouldn't hurt.
Sure. So the sampling machine is attached to the drill core. So usually we drill into something to take a sample, but we could just sample the water.
No, yeah, there's actually I pull out a piece of paper or with a booklet that has some different diagrams on it. There's something in here just specifically. It'll pull in water from wherever we are. I think it's over in one of these halls. Let me go find that really fast. So I still need to get acquaintance with this subs. First time in this. Start walking towards one of the doors.
Sure. So one thing I found out, this place has a projector for a briefing room, and we can override that to watch a little few movies if we have the time. I mean, we're going to be down here for quite a while, so need a little relaxation.
Yeah, as long as we're following Stanton's corporations, their guidelines for breaks, and then yeah, sure, I think that would be fine. As long as it's not too long, got to stay on the clock and everything. Every minute down here is important.
Sure.
A light on the communication panel. Would you like me to activate the communication droid?
Tell you what, I'm feeling sharp enough. I don't need to sharpen anymore. Go ahead, droid.
The personal assistant droid lifts its hand, and the communication droid suddenly jolts, stands up, pushes the button. Marcus comes through. Hey, boys, you touched down, right?
Yeah, I got a little bit of an upset stomach, but I'm fine.
How's it looking? You fully pressurized? You're not leaking anywhere?
Good question.
I walk back over to the communication desk, lean over. Hey, Marcus. Yeah, everything's going really good. Touchdown was really great. And now we just got to get down there,
All right. Just calling to tell you, our orbit is gonna take us back over the hole. Look, once we get too far away from the hole, our communications are gonna be zilch. Our orbit is gonna bring us back around above the hole in 1 day's time. 1700 tomorrow.
All right. Well, we'll prepare to have a status report and send over all the information we can in a broadcast for our update report. And until then, I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. In about 30 minutes' time, you're going to be all on your own. Godspeed.
Aye, aye.
All right. Thanks, Marcus. And I flip the switch off, turning off the communication, and pat the communication droid next to it. Good job. I look over the general assistance droid. Go ahead and turn them off. I don't think we need to waste the energy if we're not going to get any communications in.
A very wise decision. As the communication droid, a small blinking red light suddenly goes out.
All right. I walk over, still have a satchel across my body as I pull it up to me, and then continue. I walk back to the doorway. All right. Let's see if we can get a sample really fast.
Sure.
And then, hey, maybe we can check out one of those videos you're talking about, Leon.
Yeah, that sounds great. Get the R&R started. I saunter after Raymond.
The general assistance droid stands up and starts walking to a different airlock out of the bridge.
I casually keep walking to the door. down a long metal hallway. My feet slapping across the metal floors, the grates, flooring. Walking past different consoles, I pull out my booklet and keep looking up and down between my booklet and the different consoles along the wall. There's one of these.
Ooh, baby. Yeah, I also following behind him, glance between the different signs showing the different chambers on the submarine. You don't have to thank him, you know.
Who's that?
Well, you mean these droids.
Oh, you know, it feels weird not to. They're helping us. I don't know. Yeah. I get what you're saying. They're, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's hard not to.
I get you.
Human, you know?
Yeah, but I've been working with these droids for years and years, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing is that they're generally programmed to protect corporate resources, which is usually a good thing, but there's times that they that can conflict with respecting the crew.
What do you mean? I say as I continue slowly creeping down the hallway, looking at every console.
So there was an incident what was that, 15 years ago now, where there was an attempted mutiny, and the captain was trying to talk the mutineers down, but the droids got it in their head that violence was the answer, and the captain couldn't convince him otherwise.
That sounds like that would go against their protocol, wouldn't it? As far as I know.
It's however they interpret protecting the assets. That's how they act. Now, usually, if you are a corporate asset for the company, but you know, there's some cases where you're not. So I had an uncle that died in that. So you'll forgive me if I don't like these droids that much.
Yeah, no, yeah, I guess I understood. I always thought that was just some, I don't know, some Luddites trying to spread some misinformation, but
no, it's true. It's true.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Oh, this is it. This is it. I pull up and see the diagram. See, this is it. Yeah. It looks it was a little bit different in the training, but yeah, this is it. See, I remember remember this button here was orange. It's blue here for some reason. It's strange, but start looking down over the instructions. Yeah. I've done this plenty of times. I flip a few switches. All right, there should be some chambers that are going to fill up with the water from the outside, and then we can pull that in. We can pull it into a lab and start analyzing it. That's real simple stuff.
So fitted into the side of the submarine is a high-tech panel and laboratory array for collecting and analyzing samples.
I finished pressing some of the switches and hit a big button, and the sound of water like sucking in to a nearby vessel, like a container, could be heard.
I pressed my hand on the pressure glass on the outside of the container. Damn, this must be nano glass that can handle this kind of pressure. Beautiful.
Even with nano glass, the small porthole appears 3 inches thick.
Ooh, clink, clink, clink. I flick a fingernail against the nano glass. Sounds a little different than normal glass, but goddamn. The wonders of modern science.
I smile, and as I'm writing a few notes down, yeah, well, we're not quite at the depth that's going to require the nano glass yet, but we will get there. Until then, it looks like we're all filled up here. I can analyze this later if you want to do a little R&R for. I think we have.
Yeah,
we can only do about 15 minutes right now, but.
Well, I need to do some overrides on the projector if we want to set up this. I dig in my pocket and pull out a memory stick. These are. Have you heard of Library Congress? It's kind of like every classic movie since the year since before 2100. So I've seen a couple of these.
Yeah, I'm more into contemporary things, but yeah, sure. I'd be interested if you have some recommendations. We can go check that out.
Yeah, we can definitely do it. I walk over outside of the lab room and point towards a door in the interior of the submarine that says briefing room. Yeah, we can override this projector right here and watch a little bit. I walk into the briefing room and flick on the lights, revealing red velvet seats arranged in a semicircle around a projector.
I follow behind Leon and stand at the doorway.
The automated laboratory kicks into gear with the water filling it behind you.
All right, let's see. I reach over to the side of the overhead projector and plug in a memory stick. Yeah, we got a bunch of classic movies. Let's see. Have you seen Casablanca? Have you heard of that?
Is that in English?
Yeah, it's it's ancient. It's back in the 20th century.
Oh wow. No, I haven't really seen that many movies from then.
Yeah.
I think I saw this one, The Wizard of something. I don't remember. But it was all about how it went from black and white to color, but I don't really remember much about it.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Yeah. Let me see. I'll punch it in and I'll just get it ready and we can watch it later.
I lean at the doorway. All right, well, how long do you think that'll be?
So these old movies are about 2 hours, something like that. But one thing I wanted to check out was the drill room. So just because that's getting a little familiar with my place where I'm going to spend an hour's drilling. It's usually a good idea on these trips.
Okay.
I exit the projector room and begin to walk down the hallway towards the drill array.
I pull up off the doorway and I look down at my watch. So okay, yeah, let me follow you just in case you need any help or you need me to call the assistance droid. I can get them to come over and help out. I kind of meander behind Leon.
I approach the bulkhead that seals the drill room from the rest of the ship submarine. All right,
already open.
There we go. I walk through and glance down at the drill turret chair, large kind of control apparatus on it.
A droid sits in the seat, its hands on the controls, as another droid below is tightening, adjusting one of the adjusters below it, and the general assistance droid standing above them, watching.
All right. Looks like my the star of the show is here to replace my understudy. I look up at the assistance droid. Yeah. So is it good to go?
Preparations on the sample drill are complete.
Well, excellent. Scoot over a little bit there, droid. I'm gonna take this for a test drive.
The droid clumsily gets out of the chair and stands staring down at you.
I slide into the chair, ignoring its gaze entirely, and I immediately rev the drill to maximum.
I walk in and stand behind Leon and right next to the droid, looking down in parallel at Leon.
Outside the ship, the large drill begins to spin rapidly. A gauge in front of you, nearly reaching a red line.
I release the drill button. All right, got a nice little rev to it. I can work with this.
It is not recommended to push the drill to such extremes.
I'll take that under advisement.
I glance at the assistance droid, look back at Leon. Yeah. I mean, we'd hate to destroy the drill, on day one.
These things are spec'd to go to max, so I prefer that we find out now rather than 24 hours from now that the drill doesn't work. So I know they don't teach you that on Earth.
Yeah, well, I know the droids are usually based off of their standard operating procedures. So I think maybe taking their advisement would be probably best.
If you say so, Captain.
Thanks. I look over at the assistance droid. But you know what, assistance droid, you might maybe do you have anything else that's on your assignment list that you need to be doing right now?
Managing general maintenance droids across the submarine, as well as preparing the depth pressure regulators for your frail human bodies as we go deeper and deeper.
For frail human bodies. Okay. I shake my head. Well, how about you start on one of those other tasks, and Leon here will. I'll supervise Leon to make sure he's not pushing this. I don't think we need to have so many resources all grouped up in this one room, right?
Of course, I'd be happy to do that. As it walks out of the room, the droid adjusting the drill mechanism slumps down.
I watch the droid walk out and lean towards Leon's ear. It's like, that was weird, right? Why did he say we have frail bodies? That's strange.
Yeah. So I look to the left. I glance over at the droid standing slack. So I heard a little bit about Stanton, and they've been really pushing for 100% automation for a while. So that may be what they've told these droids.
Oh, I see. I understand. I stand up and
one thing that I read is that they've realized that they can pressurize these subs with argon instead of oxygen atmosphere, and it tends to last longer. So they've been doing a couple tests like that where it's a fully robotic crew, but they lost a sub a couple months ago. So I think that's why we're here. Just because you see all these droids around, you're thinking, well, this droid's in my seat. This droid's in my seat.
Oh yeah, no, I did think it was a little strange that they were at every post, but they were all shut down. Yeah, maybe you're onto something. Like this was completely automated, but they brought us on.
Yeah, like I think there's some sort of corporate power play happening where they've got some people at Stanton pushing full automation, some people not. So I think that's what's happening. So the dynamic for these fucking droids is a little fucking weird, even for me, because I've seen them deployed everywhere.
Yeah, well, I'll keep an eye on them, and I'll try to make sure. And I know your disposition with them, so I'll try to make sure they stay out of your way. Yeah, just let me know if you notice anything else strange about their behavior. Otherwise, we're here to do our job, right? We got to show we're doing better than those robots and those
we certainly
droids.
do.
So I'll leave you to it. I actually got to go check on the lab real quick. I think the organism separation might be finished by now. I want to see what percentage we got organisms in there. So, all right, I'll be back, and I duck and walk out of the door.
I begin doing routine maintenance on the drill room.
The laboratory, the sample in a special chamber, a progress bar reads 1% with an estimated time of 9 hours.
I walk in, start looking around, see the progress bar, walk over to the monitor. Well, that's going to take a long time. I guess we're going to be watching that Casablanca movie after all. Because I got nothing else to do. I shrug and walk out of the lab.
Yeah.
Checking all of the mechanisms and systems. The one thing that I know the most about is drill systems. I check them carefully over the course of minutes and hours.
The droids have done a near perfect job in adjusting the drill and preparing it for heavy use.
All right. At least they're good at that. After finishing up, I walk to the galley.
Raymond, I am already in the galley. sitting there reading over the ship's manual, looking over some of the pages that I've already marked down.
All right. Well, I guess since we're underway, might as well relax for a little bit. How's the lab stuff going?
I shake my head. Oh my gosh, it's 9 hours it's going to be taking to process that specimen. If it was I don't know what they have going on here in this mobile lab. Maybe it's the automated thing, but if it were back on Earth and it were my equipment, I'd have it done half the time at least.
Yeah, that's Stanton for you. Anyway, let me check what the food we got. Food situation. I slide open the refrigerator door.
A menu on the door reads out a large variety of different foods.
Oh,
anything but beans, right? I chuckle.
Yeah, salmon. Yeah, I press the salmon button.
The machine whirs as a slot opens and a perfectly cooked salmon fillet slides out.
All right, that looks good. Add a little, let's do some asparagus, some buttered rice. Boop, boop, boop. Leon keeps pressing different buttons.
Ration limit reached. As the asparagus comes out.
You kidding me? One main, one side. Damn it. I grab the plates and say, man, fucking cheapskates.
I stand up and walk behind Leon. What do you want? I can maybe use something from mine.
You're gonna need your calories. Don't worry about it.
If
you got some spare, let's just say if you got some spare, can you get me some white rice with butter?
Look, when I was in university, I lived off protein paste, so whatever you want.
Sure, yeah. Give me some white rice with butter.
Okay, I press a few things. We'll make that a double, and I get 2. I press ×2 with the white rice with the butter.
They slide out, steaming hot.
I grab one with each hand. There you go. Handing it to Leon.
All right, yeah, this is a good movie fare. I cradling the 3 plates on top of each other. I begin to walk towards the conference room.
I walk by a small station and grab a few utensils, and shove them into a napkin, and follow behind Leon.
All right. Walking into the projector room, I set my food down and start the movie.
I settle down on a chair across from Leon and begin eating my rice.
You're gonna love this.
The rice tastes nearly correct, but the distinct aftertaste of nutrient paste remains.
Yeah, I've had better.
I don't know. It's pretty good. Kind of something's a little nostalgic about it. Continue. I scarf it down.
I'll begin eating my main course as well.
So is this like the movie I've seen before, where it starts black and white and then it goes color?
It's I think it's black and white the whole way through. They didn't have the capability of making this one color for some reason.
I start to relax, lean back in the chair, finishing the bowl of rice.
I watched the movie intently.
Time passes by uneventfully in the submarine over the next 9 hours.
I groggily begin to come back into consciousness, waking up from a long nap in the same room after falling asleep. And it's like, I look around. I must have fallen asleep to that movie. I check my watch and see that. Oh no! The results are probably done. I stand up. I look around for Leon.
Leon is watching a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Yeah, I played some other stuff. It looks like you needed some rest there. I took a little nap myself, but I turn off the projector. Yeah, you missed some good 20th century stuff. But yeah, I heard some clanging around. Maybe some bot was on a patrol or something, but not much happened.
Oh, good. So that general assistant droid didn't come in here at all?
Nah, I think I heard him walk by.
Okay, I'll have to go check on him. But first, I gotta run and look over to the lab.
All right.
I walk around the furniture and head out of the door, closing in on the lab.
I pick out a couple grains of rice, now hardened and dry.
Sitting at the laboratory console, the general assistance droid turns a few dials.
Gad, droid, general assistance droid. I yell out, I bark at it.
It suddenly stops and turns in the chair towards you. How may I assist you?
I walk from the entranceway of the lab into the lab. What are you doing?
Completing the analysis of the sample collected.
Oh, okay. And do you have anything to report?
Indeed. It seems multiple biological life forms once lived in this water, though they seem to not be functioning properly any longer.
Well, that's so you made all of the.
It brings up an image of microscopic plankton.
I kind of look past the droid and begin just kind of looking over the plankton. Fascinating. This is a completely different structure than we have on Earth. I mean, who knows what this could evolve into?
Unfortunate that we did not get any living specimens.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I look over to the droid. There's still we're still traveling. I mean, we may get some, so it is unfortunate, but I think we will. But even then, this is a big deal. Like getting specimens of an alien plankton. It's we can analyze this and understand understand the possibilities. It's great. I just can't stop smiling.
Leon walks onto into the bridge area. The inky blackness of the deep water on the view screen.
Multiple droids working the different consoles of the bridge.
I look over at the captain's chair, idly scanning the different consoles. All right, we're getting pretty deep, I guess, I say to myself.
The geography console shows the surface that you had scanned now flipped above the vessel at a different surface below it.
I look closely at the console, trying to make sense of what I'm seeing.
Previously, you had scanned the ice above.
I look at the console, looking down at the tunnel to deep below, and check our progress towards that.
The tunnel proving to be the tunnel through the ice that you traveled through. Instead, a deep trench stretching for miles below you.
I turn to the piloting droid. Droid, are we're still underway deeper, aren't we?
It does not respond.
Damn it! I pull the droid aside and check our speed.
Dropping at a decent pace, deeper and deeper.
Okay.
Towards the trench.
I shove the droid back into the chair. All right, still underway.
Raymond.
Back in the lab, I'm over the shoulder of the assistance droid, just scanning and looking at the analysis results of the organism, looking at things like the DNA sequencing and processing, and trying to compare like these. There's so many similarities between what we have on Earth, but there's so many differences. Assistant droid, can you get up? I'd really like to sit down and really analyze this.
Of course. I would be happy to comply.
My eyes locked on the screen. I swivel over and sit on the chair. Continue looking. Shake myself out of it. What's happened in the last few hours, by the way? I must have fallen asleep. I don't know what happened.
We have been steadily dropping down towards the ocean floor.
Oh.
Towards the designated trench where we will collect a soil sample.
All right. Everything's been going good other than that?
Everything is functioning nominally.
Turn over and look at him. Okay. Excellent. Well, if you don't mind, I'd love to just sit here and check out these results, unless you need me for anything.
I just answer.
I look at it. I slowly stand up, wave my hand over its sensors. Hello.
Can I help you?
No. Actually, we made a mess a across the hall. If you wouldn't mind cleaning that up. There's some bowls and everything that need to be returned to the mess hall.
It takes a couple seconds longer than usual. Yes, of course, I would be happy to help as it turns and exits the laboratory.
Whisper under my breath, something. So just need to take a look at that. We should have the engineer here. So bizarre. I turn back and sit down. Continue looking at the screens of flowing data.
Yeah.
Leon steps away from the bridge, walking down the hallway towards the lab room. All right, well, everything seems normal so far, Raymond.
I'm hunched over a console, just staring at numbers and other passing symbols. Oh, yes. Everything's normal. Great. Yeah. Anything else going on?
Not so much. We're still underway. So I think things are looking good. The no incidents so far. I'm gonna be glad to take the core samples and get the hell out of here, though.
A loud groan echoes through the submarine.
Oh boy, I do not like the sound of that.
Oh, that's normal. I kind of wave it off, and I wave it off. That's these things. It happens, and once you get to a certain pressure, it's just things shifting around, the metal whirs. It's normal. Don't worry about it.
I don't know, man. I'm going to the bridge.
I
quickly to the bridge.
I pipe up. Yeah, I probably should go with you too. I look over and press a few buttons on the console to lock it up, and the screen goes red. I follow behind Leon.
Reaching the bridge.
The droids in the same positions.
Oh, the droids are on. I poke my head from behind Leon. That's weird. I thought, didn't the assistant droid ask me if I wanted to turn the communication droid on, but it just turns on the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I walk over to the hull integrity console and glance at the screen.
All systems nominal. 100%.
Normally I'm a spacer, so I'm more concerned about pressure being too high inside, losing pressure. But this submarine is a whole different ballgame. We don't have those kinds of stresses out in the belts.
Oh, these things are built great. I'm sure it's fine. Although, submarine is a lot like a spaceship in a way, I suppose. But yeah, I think we're fine. Right, droid crew? I look over at the working droids.
They do not respond.
I put my hand nervously on the back of the captain's chair and look up at the hull above me.
One of the vents above releases more air into the cabin.
Okay.
That's normal. Leon. Don't worry about it. See, as the pressure increases outside, you have to increase the pressure inside. So they release air. It's completely normal. I know it's not like your spaceships, but it's, there's slightly different. There's no hull breach. So We should be good. You know, if there was, there'd be lights going on and alarms sounding and.
Sure, whatever you say, Raymond.
I walk over and sit in the large captain chair. I probably ought to do some work here though and make sure everything's good. Don't want Stanton on my butt, you know.
Leon keeps staring at the ceiling, saying nothing.
Start looking over the captain's console, looking at the different very small statuses of each of the systems.
All systems nominal.
I look down. Oh, everything's good. Yeah. I pull up a log sheet of things that have been happening on the ship that have been reported through automation. Start scanning that.
Roll.
Fail.
Standard maintenance and ship vessel operations. The command was automatically given out to the droids to begin submersing deeper into the water.
Okay, yeah. Everything's looking good. Yeah, Leon, I think there's probably some automation process that's running right now, and we just got to make sure, everything seems good. We're all nominal. Nothing to be concerned about. Again, don't worry about the pressure changes. It's, we'll be all right. Once we get closer to that, to the next layer, we should be good.
All right, if you say so.
Another groan through the ship.
Damn. I'm not going to get used to that. I nervously walk back over to the galley and take a seat and grab a bottle of water.
Water dispenses out.
I drink it.
Back at the bridge, I lean back in the chair, just focused on the screen, watching the water pass.
Pitch black. The hours roll by. 2 hours. A system warning comes up. Nearing surface.
I snap out of it, still in the bridge, looking in the chair, as I see the trench, the large canyon start to come into view on the screen. Oh, wow. Continue staring.
Hearing the beeping noise, I get up from my seat at the galley and walk towards the bridge. All right.
The general assistance droid standing next to Raymond now. Preparations on the drill have commenced.
Oh, good. Oh, that's good to hear. Leon, were you back there with the drill just now?
No, I was in the galley. I've been dealing with some stomach issues. But yeah, heading back towards the drill now. Thanks, buddy. I pat the droid on the back.
It is unnecessary for you to operate the drill.
That's what I was hired for, so I want to get paid. I turn away from the droid. I grimace on my face.
It does nothing more.
All right, heading down there. I start walking the hall back towards the drill bulkhead.
One of the micro glass windows in the hall, a crack.
Oh shit!
The submarine groans again.
I shout down the hallway, Raymond. We got a problem.
I lift up my chair. What's wrong? Something with the drill? I walk out into the hallway from the bridge.
I point at the cracked porthole.
I start marching down the hall, getting closer and stare at it.
Holy shit.
Wow. That seems compromised. I turn to Leon.
I think we need to start welding this shut immediately. There's a patch panel. It's gonna consume a lot of oxygen, but we need to get something on top of this now.
Yeah. Let me go get Gad and that general assistance droid and see. Maybe he can do this for us.
No, I don't trust these things. I immediately start marching towards the tool closet.
I stand by the cracked window.
Emergency patching kits stacked on the wall, 4 of them.
I immediately grab one off the wall and head back towards the cracked porthole.
I turn to Leon. There must have been something like a fracture, maybe something. It couldn't just crack like that.
I don't know. Nano glass is a little experimental, so I'm not sure if this was. If there's like a flaw or something.
That's what I'm thinking. Like a flaw, maybe. That's so strange.
I rip open the patch kit, and begin going through the contents. A vial of nano solution. I hold it up. All right, I think this could repair it. Probably. We got a vial. I don't see a welder in here. This may be something new.
I'm leaning back on the opposite wall. I know. That's what I'd say. I can go talk to the assistance droid. Maybe they know where a welder would be, or maybe they're equipped with one. Perhaps there's a maintenance droid. Perhaps let me go check. I start to walk back to the bridge.
I roll my eyes and hold the nano solution vial up to the light, looking through it.
Vibration through the floor, reverberating throughout the entire submarine. The drill.
Damn it! They're starting the drill. I stick the nano vial back into the case and begin to run down the hallway towards the drill.
I emerge in the bridge and look at all the droids in the room, looking for the general assistance droid.
Standing above the others, staring at its cameras aimed at the main view screen.
Hey, Gad, do you know where we can get a welder?
It turns its head to you. Welders are obsolete and have not been supplied on this vessel.
Okay. Who made them obsolete?
Stenton Corporation has developed a replacement for welders. A high-tech, and it goes into the standard spiel about nano paste.
Gotcha. Okay. I immediately push off from the wall and can go back into the hallway.
I reach the drill room and duck my head in through the door.
The two drones, one at the control panel, controlling the drill, the other keeping the drill properly adjusted as it begins to dig into the soil below.
I shout over the noise of the drill. Cease drilling! Cease drilling!
They ignore you.
I grab the shoulder of the drone in the drill seat and yank him, attempting to yank him out of the seat.
It falls to the ground. A loud beeping coming from the droid as it lays on the ground, on the floor.
I said cease drilling!
The drill slowly coming to a stop.
Damn it. I drag the drill droid across the floor into the corner. You stay there, I say to its face.
I walk through back down through the hallway where the crack in the nano window is. I look around and see the things left on the floor. Leon!
Now the crack wider, nearly reaching the edge of the porthole.
The list of complaints I need to report him for. Oh my god! I grab the fluid from the vial of fluid from the floor that was rolling around. I twist off the top of it, and like a chemical hiss can be heard, and I start to apply it onto the window.
I walk out into the hallway and see Raymond applying the goo. They started drilling already.
Begins to disappear slowly, as though the window is now repairing itself.
Sigh of relief. Oh, sorry, Leon. What did you say? What happened? Where did you go?
They started the drilling process. I was worried that it's gonna cause damage to the ship or something. We got these cracks. These fucking droids are out of control. This the general droid listens to you. Tell him to stop doing all this shit.
Look, they're here to make our lives easier. I don't know why you keep pushing, fighting this. I mean, I understand you have your hangups on these, but there's a lot of things going on right now, and it'd be nice if you at least stuck to one of your tasks.
Listen, man, I point towards the shrinking crack on the porthole. I want to ask you, these droids, I know a little bit about their eye sensors. They can't even see something like this. You're putting your blind trust in these blind bots. Like, we're just going to end up dead. We can't rely on them.
Vibration through the floor once again.
God damn it.
The drill restarts.
What is wrong, Leon?
We don't want to. There's cracks forming in the portholes. We need to. We don't want to be drilling yet.
We have this fluid that will fix them. What are you worried about? Look at this. Do you not see what's happening? And I point to the sealed window.
Okay, what about the other ones? You fucking ivory tower fool.
The crack stops shrinking after the vibrations.
Damn it. Look.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, yeah, let me go and tell Gad to shut this down, and he'll understand. I think he'll understand that it's affecting the integrity of the ship.
All right, I'll disable this one manually. I run back to the drill room.
Hey, do me okay. All right. At least I know where you're going, and I walk the opposite direction.
Inside the drill room, Gad stands in the doorway.
Gad, stop this drilling now.
I cannot allow you to hinder the progress of our mission. Return to your bunk.
The reason why I'm here is I'm here to do the drilling, so I decide when the drilling works. Get out of my way.
Return to your bunk.
I shove him.
Strength.
Success.
Success.
Ugh.
The heavy droid takes but one step back.
You fucking walking trash can. Get out of my face.
One of its fingers opens up and a needle comes forward as it tries to jab you in the neck.
What the hell?
Success.
Failure.
The needle enters your neck and heavy dreariness washes over you.
Fuck. Raymond. I stumble down to one knee.
Raymond.
I marching into the bridge. Gad, I need you to shut down the drilling. And I stop mid sentence and begin scanning the bridge. Gad.
One of the portholes on the bridge has also developed a crack.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's not good. I look over at the other droids. Hey, droids, do you know where Gad is?
No
the
response.
General Assistance droid?
They continue their operations, ignoring you.
Hey, I walk up to the communication droid. Hey, you there? And I knock on its skull, waving my hand in front of it.
It continues to turn a couple dials and flip a switch.
Do you not respond? You're a communication droid. You should respond to me. Hello?
Leon.
On one knee, I haltingly step back out into the hallway. God damn it! My vision distorted. I stumble towards a med kit.
Return to your bunk.
Fuck you! Holding my neck.
Endure. Or body.
Success.
You managed to stay conscious.
I rip the med kit off the wall and begin searching for stimulants.
wide needle with a caution on it.
Put me to sleep, huh? I inject myself.
Loud groan through the ship and a clank.
Oh, my eyes wide. I glance around.
The drilling continues. One of the bulkheads buckling in.
Holy shit.
Back in the bridge, I frustrated. I walk over to and sit down in the captain's chair. I pull over my console, start looking through the different screens. Come on.
All systems nominal. 100% hull integrity.
I look for the engineering tab, and I pull up the power for all the different systems. Oh, there's got to be one in here for this drill. Just shut down the drill.
Roll.
Fail.
A lockdown system blocks your access. Access denied.
Access denied. I'm the captain. I'm the commander of this mission. What do you mean access denied? Machine. Leon was right. I stand up, exit the bridge.
The GAD steps forward. Do not interfere with the mission.
You damn droid. I pull myself out from the galley seat and stumble away from GAD, shaking my head, trying to throw off the effects of the drug.
Gad, Leon! My voice echoes through the area.
That fucking thing's trying to kill me. Gotta shut it down. I stumble through the hallways towards the bridge.
I run up. Gad, please stop. You have to stop the drilling now. You've compromised the entire ship.
The mission must be complete. Return to your bunks.
The mission won't be completed if you destroy the ship.
Comply.
Running into the conference room. Bugs Bunny cartoons playing on the projector. I wrench a fire extinguisher off the wall.
I approach
another.
Gad.
Sorry, go ahead.
I approach Gad, my arms up. Please, you have to stop this.
Another bulkhead. The rivets beginning to push forward, nearly bursting. Return to your bunk, or else I will force compliance. And a needle comes out of another one of its fingers.
My eyes widen. I am compliant. I am the commander of this mission.
I stumble out of the conference room. Fire extinguisher pointed out. Raymond, I think I could blind him. This thing's gone crazy.
It reaches forward, its needle straight to Raymond's neck.
Success. I pull out of the way.
Its hand going right by your head.
I duck down and pull back. Do it now, then.
I unsteadily walk towards the droid and spray the white foam from the fire extinguisher at its face.
Roll.
Failure. The white foam sprays, slicking the floor and several of the doorways, but missing the droid entirely. I look down at the pressure on the fire extinguisher. 1 shot left.
I try to slip by the droid and get on the other side with Leon. I managed to slip through without falling, my feet sliding and slipping on the floor, and get behind Leon.
The Gad starts to step forward, managing to keep upright as it moves forward. You will comply.
No, I won't. I spray again. Critical success. The white foam blasts all over the 2 red sensors on its face.
It stops dead and slips on the substance at its feet, clinking hard to the ground. A loud echoes. The bulkhead ahead of you, buckling deep in, nearly bursting.
Holy shit.
Leon, you were right. These robots are trying to kill us.
Using the pressure container of the fire extinguisher, I try to smash and bend the needle sticking out of the robot's hand. Failure.
I rub my hands along the back of its neck, looking for one of its control mechanisms to deactivate it.
Fail.
I can't find anything.
Instead of the standard switch, a small keyhole at the back of its head.
These things have some sort of lock on them.
If we can find some tools, maybe it'll be pry that thing off.
They took a lot of these tools off. I don't even know what's available on the ship anymore.
The droid below you, struggling, obviously malfunctioning without its sensors. You will comply. Comply. Comply.
I hop up and walk to the food dispensing device. Steak knife, large. I punch in through several menus.
A steak knife comes out.
All right. I grab the knife and stumble back towards the droid. Try using this.
Yeah. I take the take the knife and then jam it into the back of its head. Success. The knife slides into the slot and ripping some of the metal. I twist it as much as I can. Looking at the motions of the droid.
Comply.
All right. I think.
All right, we have to take care of the ship now. It's still shuddering.
We gotta ascend.
The drilling, continuing the vibration through the floor.
I'll try to stop these drill bots. You gotta bring us to surface. The pressure is getting too huge.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. I jump up and just dash down the hallway.
Bursts. Deflects off the wall. Another rivet.
I half run down the hallway towards the drill room.
The drones sitting at the drill, continuing their work.
I yank on the drilling drone, pulling him off of his seat.
It falls to the ground. Drill slowly comes to a stop.
I sit down at the drill console.
I continue. I make it to the bridge, out of breath. I push myself over and get into the captain's chair again.
Now the system's reading red. Emergency. Hull integrity 5%.
Oh, yikes. I immediately just start going through listing, trying to find the navigation screen. Somewhere in here, I know it.
Roll.
Why does everything have to be automated? Success. Oh, here it is. I found it. I start typing in. I look at our y-axis and I just start changing it as to something high, to something closer to sea level.
Back in the drill room, I begin switching the mode on the drill, attempting to misconfigure it so it will never turn again. Success. Flipping through various menus, I purposefully reverse the two motors so that they fight against each other. I then begin to rip out the drill button. You fucking drones are never doing this again. I look over at the drone lying on the ground.
On the captain's console. Breach imminent. Emergency detachment recommended.
Emergency detachment. I reach into my satchel and pull out my manual. Emergency detachment. I quickly start looking through my book. Where is that?
Roll.
Fail.
Too many pages.
I have consoles. It's all data on consoles. Nothing about the emergency detachment.
I begin to hobble down the hallway. Tiny ping noises. The sounds of crunching and stressed metal. I'm heading towards my bunk.
A rivet flies into your shoulder.
I clutch the injury. That's gonna fucking leave a bruise. God damn, it's like a rubber bullet. Reaching my bunk, I pull out the cigarettes.
The bulkhead has crushed your bed down into near nothing, nearly encroaching on the entire bunk room.
Holy shit. Desperately clutching the cigarettes, I head towards the bridge.
Breach imminent.
Oh, there's got to be something on here. There's got to be something. It keeps looking through. Maybe I can reduce the pressure to give us some more time. I start looking again through the engineering console. Fail.
Glitch in the system refuses you access.
Reaching the bridge, I look out at the red warning lights flashing everywhere. I turn around and begin to shut the door to the bridge.
Breach imminent.
Well, this is about it, Raymond. I lean over towards the look, or I put my hand on his shoulder as he sits in the captain's chair. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
It's not over yet. I refuse to smoke one of your damn cigarettes. There's one thing we can try.
I smack the pack on my shoulder to repack them. All right, you guys. I'm all ears.
I don't know. It keeps telling me that we need some sort of separation, but I have no idea what it is.
Wait, I look over at the red lever. Remember, it's this thing.
Oh, that's right. I put my hand on it and slowly wrap my fingers around it, and in one motion, jerk it down.
Sadly, before the separation completes, the hull collapses, and you're both crushed into
the last moment is
the confinement of what could fit in your hand.
Yeah, my last moment is I've got the cigarette up to my lips, holding it like this, looking out into the dark red consoles.
My teeth gritting, and I'm just holding down this lever with one hand and covering my face with the other.
As instantaneously, the entire submarine.
No, Leon, Raymond. All right. A sad end.
Yeah, I had a countdown going.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you guys were off by one round, but I let you kind of get your last scene in before I crushed it in on you.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
Leon was one round too late to tell him about the lever.
Oh no, the lever.
Yeah. that was funny at the end because it was like I didn't want to like metagame, and because I remembered that the lever was there. Did you remember IRL spawner?
I didn't. It was, but that was a great callback, and I was like, "Oh my gosh! Of course, the lever. I should have remembered." Like, it was such a little thing that you pulled up. I was like, "That is so good," but also, I didn't remember.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like, "Oh, do you remember this thing?" Like I didn't want to do any of that sort of metagaming. So I had to wait till you told me about the emergency separation.
The way I was thinking was like Raymond was just like, yeah, everything's automated. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't care about piloting the ship. I care about the science. So why should why should I care about the safety aspects? This is going to be a run of the mill. There's no big deal on this.
Yeah, absolutely in character. So
fantastic. So I was a little too in character. Didn't really care about piloting the ship. I just was like, yeah, it's all automated.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's cool.
If you had bleed of not caring about the lever, that's great. Yeah, that was really fun. That was a great. I was thinking a lot about what was it called, the submarine that had the millionaires.
Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate. You guys know all about Ocean Gate?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw
PlayStation controller or
it was the knockoff controller that you would not have, that it would not be good enough to play games at your house because
it was the controller you give to your friend who came over.
The Mad Cats,
So it was like that was like the biggest thing that I remember from the Ocean Gate disaster, which is like I just remember having these sorts of controllers where it's like, fuck, it's in the wrong mode. I can't control my character. Like I can't do this fighting game thing. This thing sucks. Fuck.
There's some button I have to press to like switch it to a different mode that lets me use it, but it's not doing it.
This thing's a piece of junk. I wish I had sprung for a better controller instead of this thing. Like I kept that was like the thing that like was going through my mind whenever I heard about the Ocean Gate, which is like I just imagined the frustration I felt all the time using those controllers.
Yeah.
But I saw a James Cameron interview, and he was actually contrasting spaceships versus submarines a lot too.
Yeah.
And just because once something is space worthy, it's space worthy, and then submarines are more difficult, and it's like, Anyway, I was thinking a lot about
well, at the end, I was thinking about that because I was like, well, at least it's very quick, because if this thing collapses with all that pressure, there's no we may not even realize it's happening. So it might be I pull that lever down and it's just instant,
Yeah.
My thinking was that Stanton Corp did such a rush job on this submarine that they forgot to change the AI in the droids to not be the standard automated.
Right.
Like we're going on a suicide mission, and we have to do whatever we need to, and if we fail, and that was interesting.
Yeah. Well, let me quickly go over some comments we got. We had Ear Trumpet, the illustrious Ear Trumpet. He's everywhere on YouTube, in all the RPG circles. Good question. Why not roll the 3 dice at once to provide more drama to the world creation ritual?
It's called pacing.
Yes. So, Mr. Ear Trumpet, if you happen to watch this again, that is why we do not roll the dice all at once. It also splits the responsibility among the players if you're superstitious. Barotrauma. So that is a Steam game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a submarine game. I know Zonalar plays it a lot, and I think he wanted to do like a role play thing a long time ago. I've also seen he did a vetting session with someone where he basically did like a submarine thing, and it's kind of similar. But yeah.
Last comment here from Nicholas. Europa. So we were on Europa, or were we on an unnamed moon?
I was fine with it being Europa. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you said Europa. I took that into Took that to heart.
Okay. This is when you briefly disappeared. But yes, thank you for the viewers that were here. Let me add the spreadsheet back up. So, Mr. Pancake, you can do the honors of transforming some of these. So, Submarine is now gone, and Gritty is now gone. Do you have any ideas? Any hobby horses that are interesting to you lately?
You want to help me out a little?
Sure. Well, I could just go over the things I like.
Okay, I got one.
Sure, do it.
Like drifters.
Drifters.
Yeah.
So
like,
this is a setting?
Could be. Yeah, could be. But I'm thinking like getting on, hopping on the train, going to the next town, you're just kind of drifting town to town. And
Gotcha. Is this kind of like a Great Depression era hobos, or like does he?
Yeah, kind of hobo,
Gotcha.
Trying to just survive on the streets.
Yeah. Tone/themes. These are always more difficult to come up with them. What's a kind of like unique structure? Okay. Because I had so much fun in the Glorantha game that that Dom was running. I think kind of like clerics. Which is basically all the characters are clerics or initiates of different religions.
Yeah.
And this could be like Forgotten Realms or like wherever.
Yeah. Clerics Drifters sounds like a great game.
Drifter Clerics. That sounds pretty sick.
That is,
oh man, that sounds like some sort of like American Gods like spin-off. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
So it's like they're all bums, but they're like, Loki wants us to do this.
Yeah, you have interaction with the different gods. Anyway, we're making up details of something we haven't rolled yet.
Yeah.
I will be honest. I was tempted multiple times to throw something more extraordinary into the game, but then I was like, no, we got realistic.
Right.
Gritty. We got gritty. I wanted to stick with that.
It was good. I will say, I think the robots were a surprise to me when we first got on there, and I was like, oh, we're gonna have like these droids rocking around, and it's pretty interesting.
I co-created that.
Well, I created the general assistants, and then you co-created all the other droids.
Okay.
Because my original intention was just to have the one droid.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah.
But
that makes sense. And that's why they were all sort of dummy bots that didn't really respond or do anything.
Yeah. So I guess we both co-created that thing. But yeah, I thought that was a very cool idea, which is like they've retrofitted this manually driven submarine with all these kind of like crash test dummies with like wires coming out of them and stuff like that. They're just like sitting in chairs. The robots were cool. I think in the previous Space Moon game, I had AI NPCs that were like on display screens and stuff. I think that's pretty good in a science fiction setting, because it's a lot of times it's like you want, in a 4D sense, you want to have characters that talk.
Yeah.
And you can't just be always like, the screen says it looks like this, or that's always kind of like fucking lame. Honestly, I'll just bellyache. This is just a random side topic, side tangent. But I really think it's bad to have the internet in your games, where the characters are searching the internet, or they're like, I go on Google and I look this up.
It's a bit of a cop out, yeah.
Well, it's I played in a game where it was like a cyberpunk game, but we were like, the characters wanted to didn't know what was going on, so they were trying to figure out what was going on, and so it was like an hour of the GM describing different websites to us.
Oh no! Well, it's like Call of Cthulhu, where you go to the library to do.
Yeah, going to the library. The book. Yeah. This book says this.
Well, that's why the best cyberpunk settings are what the 80s thought the future would be.
Yeah. Like, okay, you put on the helmet and you fight the Ronin.
You're hardwired in.
Yeah.
You stick the thing in your head and you're like,
your brain can get burned out. Like, that's a little bit more exciting. But what we had was like this website. I'm going to search for this thing. Okay, well, you find this. So that's just random belly aching on kind of like interactions with technology and TTRPGs. But yeah, sure, I had a blast. This was fantastic.
I tried every time I tried to do it every round. I don't know that I did that perfectly. But every round I had a D10 and I would just take it down. So you basically have 10 rounds to save the submarine.
Yeah, I liked it. I think it's fantastic.
I tried to describe it getting worse and worse over time,
Yeah. It was good that there was a ticking clock there. I thought that,
Yeah.
That was good.
Absolutely. I think as the GM, adding a layer of logic to how the world is proceeding makes perfect sense.
And it just makes it less arbitrary. It's like, it's not my decision when you guys die instantly.
Yes. That was good.
Awesome. Any other comments to the folks at home? Any other comments?
I did want to mention one thing. I want to plug the 4D mixtape.
Yes,
absolutely.
Available now.
Go to DriveThruRPG and look up 4D mixtape. Everybody, there are people who are on UnPC that have put in a lot of work and effort into making really cool scenarios on there. There's, of course, Pancake has Twisted Floorboards, really awesome, cool thing about where you have a center, and then the GM plays. You have different centers as the players, and the GM actually gets their own economy to create haunts and things like that. Very cool. There's Trench Punk, which was done by Conway, which is based off of a UnPC, I believe, from last year. There is Dunks and Crossovers, like a basketball game. There's all sorts of stuff. I have a game on there. So yeah, go check that out. Give $5 if you can. If you're broke, it's pay whatever you want. So get out there and get it.
Yeah, Infernal Interns looks awesome. Demons in middle management.
Yeah,
yes. Very cool.
Have you run that yet?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I think we're trying to figure out a way that we can run all of them and do sort of show off every single one in the mixtape. And so
yeah, I'm definitely down to play them. So availability permitting, I'm totally into that. Awesome. Yes. Anything else, guys? Seems good. All right. So. I'm going to end stream. Thank you all so much. Please check out the 4D Discord, the 4D Handbook, and the 4D Game Jam known as the Mixtape. Thank you so much to all the viewers. Goodbye.